Hey everybody, and welcome back to another episode of Let's Play KOTOR 2. So, a couple of things that we have to address. One, I've done a little bit of research into reputation and influence and dark side, light side points. Unfortunately, most of the things that increase influence with your party members are going to be light side things, just because it's being nice. This is part of the reason why I really dislike a lot of the BioWare philosophy in most of these games, even though this is Obsidian. Like, I think it stems from them in that, like, dark side is usually associated with be a dick, and light side is associated with altruism and just being nice. I think it should be like selfishness versus, or like power and greed and emotion versus, you know, cold-hearted, like logical thinking, but I don't get to decide all of this. So I think we have to switch up our tactics a little bit. This is going to be a dark side playthrough. However, for our companions, I kind of need to take a more light approach, because I do want to finish the game with the companions, and there's actually a lot you can do with the companions as well when your influence is high enough, more than just turning them dark or light side or anything like that. But I've found out you can actually turn most of your party members into Jedi. Now, unfortunately, if we want to do that, that means that I have to start being a little bit nicer to them. So, we are going to start being nicer to them, talking to them. Thankfully, the dark side... Oh, yeah, I didn't fix that. Oops. Thankfully, the dark side, light side point stuff, while it's not going to be relevant for our party members, it will, at the very least, be nice for any major decisions that we'll have to make, and quests. So, like, the influence points don't actually come from your decisions on other things, but how you interact with them specifically. So whenever we're talking with our party, we're going to be nice to them. Whenever we are making decisions elsewhere, it will be dark side. And that way we can get the best of both worlds. So let's go ahead and start talking to our party a little bit.
Look, not like I care or anything, but you might want to go check on our passenger, especially with that hand of hers.
You're right, Shemate. Can you handle things up here?
We're on autopilot until we hit Telos. Until then, a droid could fly this thing. Besides, I think our passenger could use your help.
I'll go check on her then. Yeah, see, light side points because we're slightly nicer to them, which also means that we get a little healed, unfortunately. Could you please stop moving around the ship? It's hard to find you. Looks like you've suffered a lot of damage over the years. How much damage? Oh my god, he's so loud. You lost a lot of programs in your behavior core in addition to the damage to your frame? Well, I'm sure you'll gain that skill back. I'm glad to have you along. So T3's really been damaged. I might be able to upgrade your memory core. Influence failure. I'll be careful, trust me, you won't feel a thing. Fine, never mind then. Let me ask you some questions. So that's a influence thing. Repair it. You look like you might be in need of some routine maintenance. Also influence failure. What do you mean credentials? I know what I'm doing. T3 doesn't trust us to work on him. Okay. And he can make us spikes. I'll put this to good use. Actually, wait. Can you make any more? Can you make any more? He'll make us enough up to 11 in our inventory. Alright, well maybe later then. Okay. Can you upgrade an item for me? And you can use him as an upgrade workbench. But that's fine. There we go. Influence gained because we talked to him about everything. Security system. Okay. Cockpit, that's where Atten is. Communications, that's where we are now. Engine room. Exit ramp, garage, main hold, medical bay, port dormitory, that's where Kriya is, starboard dormitory, storage compartment. Hello? There's an HK droid in the storage compartment? That's, hello. This looks like the remains of an HK unit, but older and more corroded than the one you encountered on Paragus. Its power core still carries a charge, but a number of critical parts appear to be missing. Ooh boy, this is nice. This is, in fact, I believe, HK-47. Diagnose the droid. It looks as if the droid is missing 4 critical components: its droid processor, replacement droid chassis, and the control cluster that's supposed to be stored in the chassis, and its vocabulator. Well, we have the vocabulator, so we can put that in. You've installed the droid's vocabulator. We will get the other parts to this HK unit later. For now, we just move on. Thankfully, we did do a lot. We can't actually leave the Ebon Hawk right now. I don't know why that's an option. We're not docked anywhere. I almost want to check that out just to see what happens. There's a workbench here. Engine room. Just getting my map filled out for the Ebon Hawk. We don't really need to go into the medical bay. Storage space here. And then this extra dormitory wing that I don't think existed in the first game, so there we go.
Have you come for more answers? There is little more left to give.
When you lost your hand, I felt it too.
That does not surprise me, any more than you hearing my thoughts when we were apart. The pain, however, was unexpected. If I could, I would have shielded you from it.
If I could, I would have protected you.
Save your pity. I am here to save you, not the other way around.
If we travel together, then we need to work together.
I do not need your condescension nor your lectures. If anyone needs training and guidance, it is you.
The pain I felt when you lost your hand, what if it had been more intense?
I do not know. I fear that the consequences would have been more extreme.
More extreme? I felt like my hand was dipped in molten carbonite.
Then the sensation you would feel upon my death might be less than that, though much quicker.
Quicker? Would it have killed me?
Possibly, yes, and I fear it works both ways. I would not wish to test it, nor should you.
What can we do? I don't want my actions to place you at risk.
When battle is upon us, I suspect our minds are prepared enough to shield each other from the pain. I think we shall not have a repeat incident of what happened at Paragus.
Does this connection have any advantages?
It seems the Force flows easily between us. When one of us manipulates the Force to heal or strengthen ourselves, the other is aided as well.
You and Kriya possess the Force Chain special ability. When either one of you uses a Force power on yourself, the other gains the benefit as well.
A powerful technique indeed, though, as we have noticed, it has its drawbacks.
Okay, so what do we do now? Or, I need to know more about the Sith hunting us.
These Sith, they seek the death of all Jedi, as have...
First split?
Yes. The Jedi Civil War is not the first one of its kind. Thousands of years ago, the Jedi had another civil war that split the Order. It was a terrible thing. A faction among the Jedi abandoned the teachings of the Order, following their own path. They waged war on their fellow Jedi, a war that raged across the galaxy. But these fallen Jedi were cast out, defeated, and they retreated to worlds in the Outer Rim. Over time, they took on the mantle of the Lords of the Sith. But in their hearts, they never forgot the Jedi. The hatred for the Jedi Order burns in their veins like fire and echoes in their teachings. Revan tasted it, as Malak did.
But these Sith seem... Are they following Malak's path?
In a manner of speaking. They are different from Malak in that they are concerned only with the destruction of the Jedi. For them, it is all that matters, all that ever mattered. It is a different war these Sith wage, a thing of silence and shadow. They strike from the darkness, hiding from the face of the galaxy until all Jedi are exterminated. After all the Jedi are gone, then the galaxy is theirs, no matter whether the Sith or the Republic rules. It is the dark side that shall reign, unchecked.
The Sith and Paragus knew some Force techniques, but they were extremely weak.
I believe them to be the result of special teachings. Their apparent weakness against you is evidence of this. Those Sith assassins can sense their prey through the Force. It is like a hunger. They feed and grow stronger when they are near Force sensitives. The stronger their prey is in the Force, the deadlier they become. As long as you were cut off from it, you were able to evade their sight. But after Paragus, I fear that you will be no longer shielded from their eyes, or the eyes of their masters. The stronger you grow, the more will come.
There's other questions.
Ask, and I will answer.
Thank you. When we were on Paragus, I could feel the Force again.
Indeed. And was it the same as before?
No, it was different, faint.
If my suspicions are correct, perhaps the damage the Jedi Council did was not as permanent as they thought. It is not an easy thing to cut one off from the Force.
Wait, the Jedi did this to me?
What did you believe? That you suddenly lost your connection with the Force without reason?
It's like losing all your senses at once.
Indeed it is. It is much like losing one's ability to listen, or being put into a deep sleep, unable to awaken to the galaxy around you. Such a thing has been done before, when Jedi have pronounced sentence on their own, and exiled them as they did you.
If they weren't already gone and dead, I would end their lives for doing this to me.
It is possible that such a thing can be undone. Still, even so, the chances of the Jedi undoing such a thing for a traitor is a slim thing at best, assuming they yet live.
But you said it's possible. How?
Our link may have had other consequences. Perhaps you can hear the Force again, distantly, through me. If so, then there is hope. I may be able to teach you, train you to feel the Force again, and if you will not allow me to help you, then other Jedi must train you, or undo the damage they have done.
I'll honor whatever training you wish to give me.
Do not honor me, fallen Jedi. Honor it by listening and learning. Do that, and perhaps we shall survive this thing, you and I. I offer to train you to become strong again, to know the ways of the Force, and to hear the Force sing within you as it once did.
I'll accept. I would welcome whatever aid you offer.
Then our training shall begin. Whenever I travel with you, I shall impart what I can to you, through my words and presence. Ask.
Some other questions? What's happened since the Mandalorian Wars?
Much has happened in the galaxy in your absence, and since the defeat of the Mandalorians at Malachor 5.
What happened after the war?
As you know, Revan and Malak went to war against the Mandalorians, and you followed under Revan's banner. As Revan and Malak fought the Mandalorians in battle after battle, they grew to despise weakness, just as the Mandalorians did. In the end, the Mandalorians had taught them through conflict, shaped the Jedi, and turned them into a weapon against the Republic.
Didn't the Jedi ever try to stop them?
Revan and Malak, and all the Jedi that served them, turned against the Republic and the Jedi Order. Jedi fought Jedi. Revan was ambushed by the Jedi and captured. Malak continued to wage war in his master's place, inflicting terrible wounds on the Republic. Wounds that bleed still.
What happened to Malak?
As all Sith do, without a strong enemy, the Sith turned on each other. Revan escaped the Jedi and returned to finish Malak, and that was the end of the Jedi Civil War.
Does Revan still live?
After defeating Malak, Revan left the Republic, and there are none who know where he has gone. It is said that the Sith remnants turned on themselves after Revan defeated Malak, reducing Korriban to ruin as the Republic still bleeds and struggles for life. Where Revan wanders now, I do not know.
So Revan saved the Republic?
It would seem that way from a certain point of view, perhaps. The Jedi Civil War left wounds that have yet to heal. We shall see if the Republic has the strength to survive.
If the Republic is weak, it didn't deserve to win.
Perhaps. It is sometimes difficult to find the truth in the Jedi Civil War. Was it the Republic that defeated Malak, or was it Revan? If it was Revan, then the Republic was never truly tested.
So what does it matter?
A culture's teachings, and most importantly the nature of its people, achieve definition in conflict. They find themselves or find themselves lacking. Too long did the Republic remain unchallenged. It is a stagnant beast that labors for breath and has for centuries. The Jedi Order was the heart that sustained its sickness. Now the Jedi are lost. We shall see how long the Republic can survive.
Can anything be done to help them?
We shall see. The Jedi Civil War cost the Republic much. The resources of the Sith seemed limitless. The Republic's was not. Fleets of warships, soldiers, and people were lost. Entire planets were decimated. Their inhabitants dead or refugees. It is a great burden for any civilization to bear. And this new threat, it is a quiet thing. Unlike the Jedi Civil War, it drives at something deeper than the strength of the Republic. It is aimed at you.
This threat is directed at me?
The Republic was never what was important, ever. It was but a shell that surrounds the Jedi, just as the teachings of the Jedi are a shell surrounding the heart of man. You see, the war, the true war, has never been one waged by droids or warships or soldiers. They are but crude matter, obstacles against which we test ourselves. The true war is waged in the hearts of all living things, against our own natures, light or dark. That is what shapes and binds this galaxy, not these creations of man. You are the battleground, and if you fall, the death of the Republic will be such a quiet thing, a whisper, that shall herald the darkness to come.
Let's see if there's anything else. Oh, so what do we do now?
I do not know. The Sith struck more swiftly than I thought, and they will not stop until they have you in their grasp. If you fall, all the galaxy will echo it.
Is there any place we can retreat to?
It does not matter where we go. It is not the destination that matters. It is the journey. All paths will take us to the end, whatever it may be, and no matter how strongly we fight against it. For now, we are bound for Telos, and that is enough.
Enough for what?
Before the war, Jedi who failed their training were sent to the fields of Telos to serve the galaxy, not as Jedi Knights, but as farmers and laborers. The destruction of Telos was complete. I doubt any Jedi remain. Yet there may be echoes of their passing. We shall see.
And if we find no trace of Jedi teachings on Telos to help us?
Then I am left with nothing more than we had already. My faith in you and your ability to meet what comes.
Okay. Yeah, there's a lot to take in at once. Need time to reflect on this.
I would see to that fool in the cockpit and remind him of our destination. I would not want him attempting to veer from Telos.
Bull has a name. I'd like you to start using it.
He is a fool and an imbecile. His potential lies downwards, not up. Watch that one. His thoughts are slippery. I do not trust him, and nor should you. Such a man serves himself first and his allies next.
I got dark and light side points there. Net light side shift. Okay, influence gain. When did I lose influence? I have no idea. The influence stuff is really tough to figure out. And also, there's no place to see it either. Ay. I almost want to see if there's like a mod that'll tell me what's a dark side, a light side, and what's an influence shift.
How's our passenger? She's still aging?
For someone without much to say, she sure says a lot.
Yeah, to you, maybe. I don't usually hear much beyond fool and imbecile. She's lucky she's a Jedi, or someone would have killed her years ago. I mean, how old do you think she is? She may have been good-looking once, but it takes some hard living to make creases like that.
She looks good to you. You must have taken a blaster hit when I wasn't looking.
Hey, I just got out of prison. If we had a decent navicomputer, trust me, we'd be dropping out of hyperspace into the Nar Shaddaa Red Sector right now.
After spacing that old witch, of course.
Ease off the insults. She was wounded helping us escape, remember?
Whoa, all right. Don't get mad at me. Hey, I didn't ask her to stay behind and get her hand cut off, okay? I mean, I appreciate what she did and all, but she could stand to lay off the insults herself, you know?
Getting empathy from you is like squeezing water from a stone.
Oh, yeah? Well, how much water you get from a stone depends what planet you're on, sister.
Oh my lord. Are we still on course for Telos?
Like we have a choice? It's the only place Paragus had logged in their astrogation charts. Now, if you thought Paragus was dead, then Telos is a dying world they're trying to breathe back to life. Should be there before too long. You can check our course on the galaxy map if you want. It's on the wall behind you.
I wanted to ask you some questions.
Oh, no. Look, I respect your privacy. I mean, when have I ever asked you any questions? I mean, besides that one.
Do you know anything about that assassin droid?
No, not much. Except sounds like it was after you. As far as I'm concerned, you handled that pretty well. No more droid, no more problem.
What would make droids go crazy like that?
Yeah, well, you got me there. Look, droids, I don't trust them. That one we fought, some of them are built like that. Others just, well, break. In the head. Sometimes conflicting orders cause it. Give a droid too much data or tell it to do something it can't do, it'll crack their behavior module in half. Others just don't get memory wipes and they start going crazy. Speaking of which, I think that little trash compactor's long overdue. Trust me, droids were made to break. And most of all, they're predictable and stupid.
What did you mean about the galaxy map not being much use?
Well, the astrogation system is voice printed and locked down, but that T3 unit is doubling as the astrogation system.
Oh.
You can try to plot a course, but without that T3 unit to perform the calculations, you'd probably plow us into a star.
As long as he doesn't steal the ship, we should be alright.
Who voice printed the astrogation system?
I have no idea. Previous owner, maybe? I'd love to get it overhauled, but that's a major job. Besides, the droid will be good enough for now.
Why would someone lock it?
Takes all kinds. Maybe someone didn't want anybody taking the ship out of the system, or knowing where the ship had been. Smugglers do it all the time in case the Republic decides to board them. Or so I hear.
Alright.
No, not much.
Since when do protocol droids collect bounties?
Yeah, well, you got me there. Sometimes
Okay.
others just speak.
Let's just focus on getting to Telos for the
So?
time being.
What happened?
To what?
Don't give me that. There were plenty of times back on Paragus where a lightsaber would have been helpful. So where's yours?
Exiles aren't allowed to keep their lightsabers.
Oh, yeah? I thought a Jedi was supposed to be married to their lightsaber. Guess I heard wrong. Were you a single hilt or one of those double-bladed Jedi?
It was a single hilt.
Figures. It wasn't red, was it?
Oh, okay. Let's see. But the blade and crystal were unique.
Yeah? Unique how?
Interesting. There's a lot here. Oh my god. Silver's an option? Viridian. What the hell is Viridian? I know it's a color. Is it like a green? Viridian. So it's like a dark green. Interesting. That sounds kind of interesting.
Must have been something. Sure be nice to have it now. Might make those Sith think twice before coming after us.
It's no matter. It was taken from me long ago.
Alright, forget I said anything. Like I said before, you can check our course on the galaxy map if you want. It's on the wall behind you.
The light side points. Yay. Like, this game seems so much easier to play on the light side. It's so annoying. Alright, so Telos can't go back to Paragus because he can't really, like, land there. But go into Telos. If the game will let me. Alright. It'll load, hopefully. Hey. Part of me is like, I don't know. The light side, dark side stuff is really kind of annoying.
Attention, this is Citadel Station Bay Control, Dock Module 126.
Uh-huh.
Please remain where you are. Lieutenant Dahlgren will arrive shortly to meet you. That is all.
I don't like the sound of that. If they think we caused the explosion... Uh-oh. Here comes the welcoming party. They may not know what happened, so don't blow it.
I'm Lieutenant Gren, Telos Security Force. I'm under orders to take you into custody in regards to the destruction of the Paragus mining facility.
Are we under arrest?
You haven't been formally charged, but you will be placed under house arrest pending the results of our investigation. Due to the nature of the investigation, I have no specific timetable to offer you. In the meantime, your ship and any droids will have to be given over for safekeeping. Yes, that includes you. You are a droid, so you will be detained. In addition, we will have to take your personal arms and armor until the completion of our inquiry.
This is outrageous. You don't have any evidence.
You are the only witnesses of the mining facility's destruction. Thus, it is necessary for us to keep you under surveillance until we have a better idea of what happened.
Will I be able to get my gear back?
If you are cleared of any involvement, your personal effects will be returned to you. You will be held briefly in the TSF station until living quarters can be arranged, at which point you will be placed under house arrest. Do you understand?
No, why are you holding us?
Because this vessel and its passengers are connected with the destruction of a fuel mining facility, one that this station depends upon. We would like to find out the extent of your involvement.
The TSF can't hold me for anything. We're leaving right now.
Look
Do you
around
understand?
you. Even if you manage to overcome all of us, Bay Control could simply open the MagCon field and shoot you into space. So, let's not do this the hard way.
One way or another, you'll pay me for the trouble.
Given your position, it would be a good idea if you took a more accommodating tone. My men will relieve you of your arms and armor. Follow me.
Tell me I'm not going to jail again.
Alright. Hello? Who's that? Okay. Don't know who that is.
You will be held here briefly. Living quarters are being arranged for you and your companions as we speak. Someone will return shortly to escort you to an apartment in residential module 082.
Wait, I had some questions.
I've many matters to tend to. Your questions will have to wait.
All right.
Well, we might be here for a while. Might as well get comfortable.
Okay, then.
Someone is coming. So this is the last of the Jedi. I must admit I'm a little disappointed.
What's going
The
on?
exchange has a bounty on Jedi, you know. You're worth quite a bit of money.
The exchange, huh? I'm pretty sure some two-bit pistol jockey like yourself isn't one of them.
Hey? I'm more than skilled enough to work for the exchange.
You bounty hunters couldn't even win a fair fight. You're the cheapest, most worthless mercenary scum in the galaxy. I'd hire a Mandalorian over your filth in a second.
No Mandalorian could match my skills. No Mandalorian could have been clever enough to infiltrate this station, taken the identity of one of the guards, then...
Then what? Overloaded our force cage fields and made it look like an accident? You probably don't even have the guts to fight me. Pathetic.
Don't think overloading your cages had not occurred to me. You're wanted alive, but I doubt anyone will care as long as I bring them your corpse.
We're in a TSF station. How do you expect to get away with this?
The security cameras have mysteriously shorted out. There will be no witnesses to your escape attempt, during which I'll have been forced to kill you. By the time the TSF realize I'm not one of them, I will be far from this place.
Your body's staying right there.
Come, Jedi. It is time to die.
Hey, leave her alone. You want to fight? Then try me, if you've got the guts.
You have goaded me once, and you shall not do so twice. But I shall dispose of all of you eventually. And an old woman, a fool, and a broken Jedi are no match to my skills.
Okay, well... let's hit him with Affliction. And then we'll try shocking him.
The security cameras are... What? What's going on here?
Man down! Quick! Call a medic!
All right, Jedi. I want you to back up slowly. Hands in front of you. Into the force cage. Cooperate, and we won't have to gun you down.
Come on, Lieutenant. They've already killed... who is that? Is that Batu Rem?
Impressive. You allowed an assassin to infiltrate your ranks.
Rem's no assassin.
Batu Rem is on leave. He shouldn't even be on the station. This man isn't him.
I'm glad someone noticed that only after he tried to kill me.
We've arranged for an apartment in residential module 082. You'll stay there under house arrest until our investigation of the Paragus matter is complete. You'll be under TSF protection. I'll personally clear any visitors to your quarters, and we'll investigate this incident to the best of our ability.
The best of your ability? That's not very inspiring. Just take me to my
Officer,
quarters.
get Lieutenant Yima a report of this incident. She'll look into this. The rest of you come with me. We'll escort you to the apartment in 082 immediately.
Okay, then. They don't seem very competent. This could be a problem. Ay. There's a lot of being told where I'm
These will
going,
serve
what
as your
I'm doing.
quarters for the duration of your house arrest. 2 officers will be stationed outside at all times. Again, I'll clear any visitors. There won't be another incident.
But just to be on the safe side, why don't you leave us a blaster or two?
How long will I be here?
I can't say. We have a ship examining what's left of the Paragus facility now, so your stay might be brief. We'll keep you informed.
Now, this is a step up from a force cage, at least.
If there are any problems, we'll use the wall terminal to contact you. Let's go.
This isn't good. We've got to get off this station.
Why do we need
What
to
do you
leave?
think the TSF is going to find at Paragus? That could bring the Sith... You know what? Forget it. As long as we're trapped here, it doesn't matter.
What do you think, Kriya?
We cannot stay in any one place too long, but our path has brought us here for a reason. I must meditate on this. In the meantime, we should rest.
Yeah, you go ahead and meditate. As for me, I could use some sleep.
Alright, I guess we're resting. Oh, okay, we're meditating and Atten's just gonna go to sleep. Alright. Well, they're calling us. Guess I can't interact with much.
Something up?
Can you teach me to play Pazak?
Alright, but I'm out of credits. So it's Republic Senate rules.
Republic Senate rules?
That's where we waste a lot of time trading cards and trying to beat each other. But in the end, nobody wins. Everybody loses, and nobody accomplishes anything.
It's like stalemate, except the goal is to pass time until the audience gets bored and leaves.
Can you go over the rules first?
Sure, shouldn't be a problem. It's basically a numbers game, but I can give you the ground rules.
The rules for Pazak will show up in your completed quest section of your journal screen whenever you need to access it. You select 10 cards to form your side deck. 4 of these cards will be randomly drawn to form your hand during the match. Basic Pazak deck has 1 of each card number +1 to +6, and 1 of each card -1 to -4 available to create a side deck. You will find other side deck cards as you play Knights of the Old Republic 2, including specials like +- cards, reverse cards, and many others. Like 10 cards, form your side deck now. Well, seeing as we only have 10 cards... Yep, we want to use this side deck. Objective of the game is to have your face-up cards total higher than your opponent's hand without exceeding a total of 20. But if a player's total is greater than 20 at the end of a turn, a bust, the opponent wins the set. A player must win 3 sets to win the match. First player draws a card from the main deck and plays it face-up to begin their turn. This is done automatically. In turn. Opponent uses the same rules you do. Each turn they draw a card, and then they have the option to play a card to end their turn or to stand. 13, okay. But could get 18. 18, 20. Not a bad way to... Alright. And then at 18, we're going to stand. Are you kidding me? We're just going to keep drawing. We win the set. Okay. Okay, we got 20. So we automatically stand. Are you kidding me? The AI cheats so much at Pazak. I mean, they cheated a whole lot before, but like... This is crazy. Alright, well, I can get... I can tie it. Or... Nope. Alright. Lose another one. Pazak is so hard in these games. There. 20. Yay. Are you... So I can only tie with him here. Oh, wow. I just got lucky there. $16. I'll go for 19 and stand. Hey! We win!
Something up?
Anything else? I had some questions for you. Nothing, never mind. Okay. I know we're supposed to answer the thing, but...
Yes? Have you come with questions?
Yes. I want you to teach me more about the Force.
Very well. What is it that drives you?
I want to build Ooh. I want to build a lightsaber.
Indeed. A Jedi tool and a Sith weapon. And why do you need such a thing?
It represents power, and I can slaughter enemies quicker, faster.
Then listen to me. There is much weight, much craving attached to such a tiny thing of light. A lightsaber, any weapon, only achieves worth in how it is wielded, in the effort, in the struggle of one who holds it. Such a weapon does not make a Jedi or a Sith, and at times it makes them much, much less than they are.
But how do I make one?
The knowledge has already been imparted to you. Upon our journey, the pieces shall fall into place.
I want you to teach me more about the Force. This bond we share, I want to know more about it.
Its nature eludes me as well, but the bond is strong, and its roots run deep. It seems that at times of stress and pain, if they catch us unawares, then the pain is transmitted between us.
Oh, okay. Can you teach me any lightsaber forms?
The Jedi practice many forms, many styles of lightsaber combat. It is good to know them, but not to rely on them. You may have already felt the Shicho. The simplest of the forms return to you as your skill and perceptions have returned. Others may come with time, with experience.
Okay. Never mind. Yay, dark side points. Alright, who's calling?
Excuse me, you have a caller. Moza, representing the Ithorian planet restoration interests on Telos. Lieutenant Grenz cleared him if you'd like to speak with him.
Well, what does he want?
He says he wishes to speak with you on behalf of Chodo Habat. That's all he will say.
Fine, send
Very
him
well.
in.
I'll let him in now.
Thank you for seeing me. I'm Moza, and I've come to see you on behalf of Chodo Habat, our leader here. Why didn't he come himself? As our leader, he has many tasks before him and regrets that he could not come himself. The healing of the planet consumes all of his time. What does Chodo want with me? Are you familiar with the restoration project on Telos? No. Could you explain it? The surface of Telos was destroyed during the Jedi Civil War a few years ago. This Citadel Station is part of the Republic's... Okay, the Citadel Station uses an energy field to seal portions of the planet's surface and generates and controls weather patterns over each area. Once the weather in a zone is stabilized, new animal and plant life is introduced to restore the ecosystem. Recently, however, we have run into contention with the corporation known as Zerka. Perhaps you have heard of our recent troubles? No, what troubles have you had? Ithorians are well known as ecologists and agricultural engineers. The Telosian government has asked those of my herd to help restore their planet. Things went smoothly at first. The Republic funded us generally, hoping Telos would be a model for restoration of planets damaged by the war. The funding enabled us to purchase flora and fauna from Onderon. Upgrades to Citadel Station's shed networks have allowed us to purify and reseed small portions of the surface. Then the troubles began. The Republic relations with Onderon began to deteriorate, increasing the purchase and transport costs of our biological materials. And as the station grew, the Telosian security force is no longer large enough to police the entire station. Zerka approached the Republic and offered to supply and security contracts. Their primarily security division... Zerka has integrated themselves into the Telosian political system and economy. They are currently pressing to be awarded... Oh my god. I can't even read these fast enough. Oh my god. Okay, I planned on reading all the alien stuff like in the original KOTOR, but this might not be possible because of how quick it goes. So I'm just not going to do it. How was Zerka harming the restoration project? Okay. So they took control and their zones are deteriorating. Oh, that sucks. Telos will remain dead. Okay. Why would Zerka do this? Yeah. Okay. Unrestricted access to Telos surface. Ooh. How did they take the restoration zones? Legal loopholes, purchase political favors. Okay. Passive people. Yeah, okay. Could you get to the point? An echo in the force. He's force sensitive? Heal me? Interesting.
Perhaps Chodahabat should turn his eyes to his own people, if they truly suffer so.
Interesting. I'll speak with your leader when I'm freed. Okay. Huh.
Now perhaps we will be able to rest uninterrupted.
Alright, well, we just rest more. Alright. Oh, did I get more dark side? That's nice. Anything else new from you guys, or is it the same? Yep, the same. Now the Zerka.
Good day. I am B4D4, Administrative Assistant for Zerka Corporation's Citadel Station branch. I am attempting to connect you with Executive Officer Jana Lorso. May I put you through?
What does she want?
I am sorry, but I do not know. I am only her Administrative Assistant. May I put you through?
Go ahead.
Thank you. I will connect you now. Good day.
Thank you for accepting my call. As my assistant no doubt informed you, I am Jana Lorso.
Why are you calling? Hello. I assumed you were approached by an Ithorian earlier. Doubtless he tried to obtain your help, attempting to purchase it with imposed guilt and veiled threats. What? Imposed guilt?
Yes, they play at being downtrodden innocents, having come to you because of these Jedi rumors that are going around the station.
What sort of rumors?
Oh, I'm sure you've heard that you're a Jedi, one of the last, wanted by the Exchange and who knows how many other organizations, for reasons good or ill. But that's of no interest to me. The Jedi, and your standing with them, have no bearing on this discussion.
I don't recall him threatening me.
Oh, and I suppose he didn't mention the Exchange, helping you with any problems here? In other words, the Ithorians won't lead the Exchange to you if you work with them.
No, he didn't mention anything like
Well,
that.
no matter. My apologies. I never intended to waste your time discussing Ithorians.
Go on.
I believe you're a person of influence. Someone I'd like on my side, rather than aiding the Ithorians, whose quasi-mysticism and bumbling foolishness is standing in the way of progress and profit. I'm not asking for your help, though. I'm offering you a job. Work for Zerka and be handsomely rewarded. You'd be helping yourself. If you're interested, please visit our offices here in Residential 082. B44 will know what to do when you arrive.
How are the Ithorians in the way of things?
Their plans for the restoration of Telos are aimless and meandering. Restore the sacred natural beauty of Telos, they say. Just what does that mean? How does that apply to natural resource development and consumption? The proper planning of urban sectors, resorts and tourism? It doesn't. The Ithorians are spending billions of Republic credits on a plan with no defined profit. If it continues, they'll drive the Republic into irreparable debt and have nothing to show for it but a few meadows and a weather generator the size of a small continent.
What sort of work are we talking about?
I'd rather discuss that in person. I'll be more than happy to answer any and all questions when you visit our offices.
Alright, I'll come by when I can.
Excellent. Good luck with that messy investigation, and I hope to see you shortly.
We should get back to bed. Whenever they decide to release us, we should get going immediately.
Alright. So clear light side, dark side options. Ithorians are light side, Zerka's dark side. You know.
Explain something to me.
I do not have the years required, nor the desire to indulge you.
If she served in the war, well, Jedi are supposed to be tough, capable.
Yes, and what are they without the Force? Take the greatest Jedi Knight, strip away the Force, and what remains? They rely on it, depend on it more than they know. Watch as one tries to hold a blaster, as they try to hold a lightsaber. and you will see nothing more than a woman, or a man, a child.
But to lose so much, I guess I didn't realize how much they relied on it.
Do not be surprised. In many ways, even you are more capable than a Jedi. You could survive where they could not simply because you do not hear the Force as they do. It is irony of a sort, and it is why I tolerate your presence now.
But such a loss of ability, for a Jedi, it seems so extreme.
She has been gone from war some time. It is conflict that strengthens us, and isolation that weakens us, erodes us. Add to that she turned away from war, did all that she could to forget it, and the last piece clicks into place. But we have spoken enough of this, and we do her a disservice by not speaking of this while she is present.
Interesting.
I've come to inform you that the Telosian government has completed its inspection of what's left of the Paragus facility. It appears that the Harbinger had indeed been present, though it was gone when our ships arrived and was responsible for the station's destruction. Logs recovered from the facility's wreckage indicated that the miners perished as a result of sabotage, which began while you and your companions were either incapacitated or incarcerated. As such, you are to be released from house arrest. However, the Republic is sending its own ship. They have insisted that you remain on station for the duration of their search.
Why is the Republic sending a ship?
To further investigate the station's destruction and search for their missing ship, the Harbinger.
How long will I have to stay?
The sojourn is already en route, likely not more than a few standard days. Feel free to use these quarters during your stay.
Is the Abon Huck still impounded?
The vessel's IND is complete. Please visit the TSF station and entertainment module 081 to complete the necessary paperwork at the front desk. The Ebon Hawk should be transferred from the impound docks by the time you're free to leave.
What about my T3 droid?
After filling out the paperwork, it'll be transferred with your ship along with your confiscated weapons and armor.
Alright.
Now what? We can't just stick around. We need to find a way off this station. Whether it's the Ebon Hawk or some other ship. We could hit Nar Shaddaa, maybe. If you've got people coming after you, it's where you go to get lost in the crowd.
Why do we need to leave?
Look, this place is a waste. If Telos wasn't doomed before Paragus blew, it is now. Even more so if your friends from Paragus come calling.
Why would Telos be doomed?
Because it depends on Citadel Station, and the Citadel depends on Paragian fuel and the Republic's senators. The Citadel's fuel source went up with the mining facility. And the bickering senators? Not something worth counting on.
What do you think, Kriya?
It is difficult to say. I feel we came to Telos for a reason, but we may have spent too much time here already. Even if the Harbinger was destroyed at Paragus, more Sith could already be on their way. Still, there is a chance we might learn of other Jedi here, on the planet's surface. Jedi who might help us restore your abilities, or sever the link between us.
Well, what do you think?
Why don't we ask the Republic for help against the Sith?
The Republic? They can't even properly fund and manage a space station, let alone fight an enemy as cunning and ruthless as the Sith. Even if somebody believed us, the Republic won't be any help. Believe me, I know. Only the Jedi threw the Sith back last time around.
He may be right, but whatever
Did you
we do,
just
we should
glide
move
or
quickly.
what are you doing? Alright. Okay. So, we're gonna auto-level you guys real quick. I know I probably shouldn't be doing... Ooh, wait. Maybe I got a little bit more influence with you than I thought. I think I have a little bit more influence than I think with both of them, because they're both slightly in the red. Okay. That's a little bit more encouraging. Alright. Well, we've got a whole space station to explore. Can we go into any other apartments? Anything here for us? Is this place literally just nothing? Locked. Not even an option to security it open. Can't go that way. Apartment complex 0.
The war is really inflating prices here in the...
Zerka's mercenaries are
Okay.
getting out of hand.
Well,
They're too much for the TSF.
Looks like there's nothing left for us to do here, but there's
restore order.
plenty for us to check out here on Telos. Anyways, we're going to do that next time. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see you guys then. Bye-bye.